Hi everyone, and welcome to our PACT online portfolio. What I'd like to do today is just show you some of the basics of working with your portfolio, just an overview of the portfolio, using forms in it, inserting your commentaries, uploading files, and finally turning in your portfolio. So here you can see I have a list of portfolios assigned to me. You should have one of these in your list of my portfolios as well. Now, if you have the wrong portfolio, let me know. Otherwise, you'll start the one for your content area. So to begin, just click on Response under the Actions for your portfolio. You notice that there's a completed section here in the middle of the portfolio. As you add elements to your portfolio, a blue progress bar will just visually show you how close you are to the end of the portfolio. And then you'll see there's a Make Your Response button and a Turn In button that we'll see later. So let's begin by launching and starting this portfolio. So here we have all the elements of our portfolio, and it's laid out the same way as the handbook. So you'll see that in this portfolio there's the handbook that you can download. There's the rubric that can also be downloaded. There is some guiding text such as the purpose of this particular task, the overview of the task, and a list of what needs to be done to complete that task. So in task 1, the context for learning, there's a context form and a context commentary. Let's first talk about forms. All the forms within this portfolio are either click on buttons or fill in text box types forms. So to complete my context form, you'll see this respond link. If you click on it, it expands the form. So here's where you can enter the information for your portfolio. So you'll enter the name of the course, and that's simply what you're teaching, how long that course is good for, your schedule, and as you go down, you'll see it just has boxes for entering text or those radio buttons. Now, once you've entered all the context form, you'll click on the bottom button that says Upload File. So you've now completed the context form. If you need to change your context form or look at what you wrote, you can click on Show Response, and it'll show you all the things you entered. Or you can click on Edit Response to go back and change any information that's in the context form. So any forms in this portfolio will operate the same way. There'll initially be a respond, and then once you respond to that form, you'll see either a show response or an edit response. Let's talk about commentaries now. So each task has a commentary that you will be completing. Now in the commentary, you'll see here under the context commentary, there's a respond button. When I click on that, you'll see what I get is a blank box and some very simple formatting down at the bottom. Now, the recommendation I have for completing commentaries is to go between a word processing program and your portfolio. So let's leave the online portfolio for just a few minutes and look at what we'll be saying in this context commentary. So here's the handbook that we'll be working on. This one's the mathematics handbook. And as I go to the context form, you'll notice that what we've talked about is there are 3 questions to respond to, and it gives you the page limits of how you should respond. What I tend to do is select the text of my 3 questions and copy those, and then on a new page I paste those questions in. So this way what I can do is, as I'm entering this in my word processor, I can simply insert my responses to each question. So you see I just inserted into the guiding questions my response for all of these questions and sub-questions. This does two things for us. This gives you a way to save your commentary outside the portfolio, and it also gives you time to just reflect and think about what your answers will be. Once you finish your commentary, again, you can select all the text from your commentary, copy it. We go back to the portfolio and we can simply paste into our text box. And you'll see all my text from the word processor pasted right into this box. Now if you want to do some additional formatting, such as bolding, italics, underlining, doing some kind of bullets, you can use the buttons at the bottom to do that. So I can bold my response. So very simple formatting once you paste into this box. Now once you have your commentary in the text box, again if you click on the upload file, it now becomes part of your portfolio. And again, what you'll see is our respond has changed to either show response, where we can click on that and it'll show us all the text we entered, or we can click on edit response to change any of our answers. Now if we go on to task 2, you'll see again there are purpose, overview, and what needs to be done for that task in task 2. Now additionally in task 2 we have some things to upload, such as our lesson plans. So if you click on respond when something needs to be uploaded, you'll see what looks like a familiar upload window. So if you have 3 or 4 lesson plans to upload, you'll simply click on the browse button to go find that lesson plan. You'll select it. So in this case I will simply grab one of our documents, and once you have it selected you can upload that file to your portfolio. So now the lesson plan is part of my portfolio, and if I click on show response, it shows that document that I just uploaded. If I want to upload more or delete something, I can click on edit response, and here I can either remove my previous file or upload additional files. Now as you go along you'll also have some additional information for you. So in each task that is scored, you'll see the language used from the scoring rubric. So here is M1, M2, M3. These are where the planning task is scored, and under more info we can see all the language from exactly what is expected for a level 1, 2, 3, or 4 from that criteria. You'll see they look the same. So here is the rubrics. Here are the tips and what to do. There's a place to upload your video clips. So it's simply a browse for a file and upload. Here you'll see another label form. This label form is simply a place for you to tell us what that video clip is about and which of your focuses you're looking at. And then a place for you to respond with the commentary. Now if I go back to my portfolios, you'll notice that my mathematics teaching event has some progress because we were just in there completing some of the items. Now once you have this blue bar all the way to 100%, we could turn in that portfolio, and that would be your last step. So at the very end of this process, you'll click on the Turn In button, which will activate the scoring features of your portfolio.